You alright?
I am indeed. Right, let's
Radiant team
turn on my fancy drafting panel, see if that works.
Let's see if we get some exciting picks this time.
Is there a camera coming out from you? Yes, there is. There we go. Underdressed again.
Indeed. I was dressed last time, but my camera didn't come through.
Yeah, it came through I think at one point, and then it sort of crashed at some point.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
not quite sure what happened there.
Shame.
Oh well. So basically, for everyone watching, this is a normal in-house, except we picked the players before we started the draft. So Nats is the highest rank on the Radiant, and Rhyme is the highest rank on the Dire. Rhyme's name is Wade Into the Quiet, but that is Rhyme. And they've also picked the captain roles, which I guess makes sense. So we'll see what they decide to prioritize.
10 seconds remaining.
Have any of the players been playing Bloodseeker recently? I'm
5
not sure where
seconds
that's coming
remaining.
from. Maybe they just don't want the
Radiant
silence,
team
or they need they don't want someone to be seen.
Well, Ollie plays quite a bit of Bloodseeker. I think he's played it the most. He tends to play it as a mid laner and runs it more like a hard carry. We've seen a few other people play
Okay.
Bloodseeker. I think Ross might have played it a couple times. It's not been super
10 seconds
popular.
remaining.
It might be a target pick for Ollie.
I would imagine so.
5
It looks like 2
seconds
target
remaining.
picks here. Spanning Rubik for a Nat.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's pretty standard.
Dire.
Obviously, the patch has just come out, which means some of the heroes have been nerfed. Batrider got nerfed, but he very rarely gets played anyway, apart from when Jabatemel played it and had a good game with it. Ricky got nerfed quite significantly, so he's still a good hero, but his Tricks of the Trade is less broken. Who else got significant nerfs? Nyx can't break anymore, but the rest of his kit's
Yeah,
exactly
Nyx
the
is
same.
pretty
10 seconds
big.
remaining.
He's still the same hero, he
Brilliant
just
team
doesn't
pick.
have break. So if he never needed break, then it doesn't matter. If he did need it, then okay, it's a nerf. Puck got a very small nerf. 30 magic damage got taken off one of his spells. I can't see
But the
that being
Scepter stun reduction was reduced
half a second.
by half a second.
But that's only if you break the coil anyway, and it's still a 4-second
10
stun.
seconds
So I
remaining.
don't feel like...
Indeed. 4-second BKB piercing stun.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to...
Pretty
5 seconds
crazy.
remaining.
Yeah, no one's going to say, well, Puck's ruined now. So I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Kind of think whoever else got a nerf, very small nerf to Nature's Prophet, but it was tiny,
Lycan got a tiny nerf.
tiny nerf to Lycan, yeah. 5 seconds off his wolf, if I remember. Duration.
Doesn't seem to really affect anything.
Yeah.
So Grim Pick is our first choice from the Radiant.
Okay. Quite a versatile support. I don't suppose we're going to have any tops and Grimstroke mids, are we?
I would not think so if they're picking it right now, but I suppose if they really wanted to, they could flex it.
I would love to see
Who,
that.
who would be playing mid on their team? Would that be, what, Nat and
5
Baitmail,
seconds
maybe?
Noodles, I reckon. Super Noodles.
Noodles plays it?
Yeah, he plays a fair bit of mid. I don't know who plays Grimstroke mid, but I think if anyone was going to play mid, it would probably be him. I'm guessing Nat is either going to be playing support, with Veteran playing POS 1, Miles playing POS 3, Jabatemel POS 4. I don't know if Nat would want to play POS 5 though, we'll see. First pick Undying. We had a first pick Undying last in-house, but it is a very
For Oak.
unusual pick to have. Yes, for Oak. But it is quite an unusual pick in this meta.
10
I
seconds
think Undying is still a good hero, but we just don't have a lot of Undying players. So I don't know.
I'm not too
Five
keen on
seconds
Undying, I don't think. Just generally as a hero. It seems to have a lot of like power early, but then falls off quite hard late.
It does, yeah, that's definitely true. But the question is, can they make use of the aggression on Undying? So maybe if Rhyme is not going mid, or Rhyme wants to play a mid who dominates early game, maybe he also wants to support who's going to have a lot of aggression.
Beastmaster.
Did that hero got a nerf as well? His boar is now
He did.
slower movement speed, starts at 320 instead of 350, so it's a bit easier to run away from the boars. So, small nerf again.
And Beastmaster got an attack speed nerf as well, small one.
10 base attack speed, yeah, you're right, I forgot about
10
that.
seconds remaining.
So, forgot about that. I think he's still a good
5
hero.
seconds
Beastmaster
remaining.
Grimstroke is a pretty standard combo, 2 massive stuns. Monkey King, did he get a nerf at all, or did he escape that?
No, Monkey King wasn't touched.
Okay, still a very meta hero. Good against Beastmaster to some extent, though he can easily get stunned by him. Beastmaster can cut down the trees, actually, which can then, of course, drop
That's
Monkey
a
King
good
down.
point.
The floor,
10
the
seconds
boars
remaining.
annoy Monkey King. I actually think Beastmaster might be okay against Monkey.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, later on, Monkey King can or should be able to get rid of a lot of Beastmaster's menagerie with a good boundless, but early on, I mean, it's really anyone's game
Yeah, I agree.
between those two.
Might be Ryan Monkey King. Okay, yeah, it could be a Monkey King mid, perhaps. We'll see. Next wave of bans. Sand King, he gets banned all the time at the moment.
I suppose they just don't want a hero who can kill like a lot of your lineup very quickly. I mean, Grim's very soft, can't do much against stun epi.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, true. That's going to be pretty easy kill for him. No
I mean,
instant
maybe
stuns.
Beastmaster as well.
Destroys all the
Kills a lot of his creeps.
Yeah, destroys all the pets easily. Sure, it's just been played quite a lot recently. The Pugna band, I know that's one of the heroes you like playing.
That's definitely because they don't want them picking it against Monkey. Pugna really sort of eats Monkey alive. Monkey only has 1 stun from Boundless on a 20-second cooldown.
Yeah.
Other than that, he has no protection against just the Decrepify and Life Drain.
That's true. That's true. And Decrepify is very annoying for Monkey King because then he can't do anything
absolutely.
really. Yeah.
Really shuts you down in lane. Monkey's such a good last hitter, but Pugna's probably better.
Yeah. Monkey King
At
is one
least
of the
if you
nicest
put them
attacks
next to
in the
each
game, I think. Like
Yeah, it's
300
ridiculous.
attack range, melee, high base damage, quick attack. It's so easy to last hit on that guy. Probably the easiest hero to last hit on, I think.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I'm playing, sometimes even if I'm stomping the lane, the Monkey will outlast hit me just because his animation is so good.
Yeah, it is. A lot of the new heroes had very good animations. Mars, Void Spirit, and Pango all have more than 150 attack range. They have like 200-ish, and they're quite fast.
goodness.
Void Spirit lost 2 base damage. Hutt lost 3 damage from the upper end of his attack range, so it's like a 1.5 average. So it's a tiny touch.
So Lich ban, pretty standard, don't want that going with the Grimstroke. Tidehunter counters the Beastmaster, same with Pangolier. You just don't want them running around and you can't deal with them. You don't want to Ravage getting your Menagerie all sort of hit.
Destroys all the creeps easily. Ravage, or at least will stun them more. Banning
Viper
Lich and
ban.
Viper, they're quite unusual
10 seconds remaining.
bans.
I mean, like, the Lich is probably, as I said earlier, the Lich is probably
5
for the
seconds
Grimstroke,
remaining.
and the Viper
Yes,
might just
okay.
be because they don't want to see a break.
Break?
I
Who is that
would
particularly
think-
going to be good on?
Well, it just depends. If Dire pick a hero with a really strong passive, that's probably why they've gone for the Viper ban. Viper's also quite decent against the Monkey. Monkey has no sort of chase if he's slowed.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
in Spit,
Yeah, he can't Jingu, or he can't get more Jingu stacks when he's in the poison and the Nether Toxin. So we'll see what they pick, see if it factors in the Viper ban. Definitely some heroes who don't want to play against Viper. The most notable would be TA. So they could be setting up for a TA later on, maybe pick from Juju or Rhyme. So
yeah, perhaps.
would give a good physical damage combo. You know, TA's removing a lot of armor. Monkey King has a lot of physical damage. Okay, Dark Willow could be Ollie mid Willow. Opportunities there. Yeah, it can't be
So
roared by Beastmaster when in Shadow Realm. So if Dark Willow just blinks in, as Ollie likes to go blink with Dark Willow, does Bedlam. If he's in the Shadow Realm, Beastmaster can't do
10
anything.
seconds remaining.
Indeed. Grimstroke can still hit the Willow with
5 seconds
Inkswell,
remaining.
but then again, if Ollie gets up fast enough, it wouldn't really be an issue.
Yep.
Dire might pick something to deal with that Shadow Realm, just some sort of AoE stun, AoE sort of effect. Because at the moment, Beastmaster and Grim are entirely, well, other than axes, mostly unit targeted.
Yeah, they are. Well, Grimstrokes doesn't have any immediate crowd control apart from the silence, but then again, you can't even target that on Willow. You can't soul bind the Willow. You can't do anything in Shadow Realm. He'll be food.
Did
Pick.
a Shaman?
Again, can't do anything unless you do a perfect wards trap in the Shadow Realm, which would be very difficult.
Yeah.
But lockdown, that can be handy. Pushing.
So Dire has or rather Radiant has a very big push
10
lineup right now.
seconds remaining.
Very big.
Grimstroke is a lot of wave clear, and obviously Beastmaster and Shadow Shaman can
5
destroy
seconds
towers.
remaining.
Yes, yeah, exactly. If they want to go early game, they are having to go early game against an Undying and a Dark Willow mid. So it's going to be, I think, hopefully, we're going to get one of my favourite style of Dotas with both teams have really early game aggression and they just continually fight for objectives rather than a sort of 30-minute passive farm fest. There you go, there's more
Mars,
aggression.
there we go.
Team fight, pick-offs.
Mars is great against the Beast.
Yes. good against all those heroes, really, to some extent. If you just put the ult up and fire a spear, then they're dead. They can't get out of the arena. They're trapped inside. Beastmaster can't get out of the arena either.
Yeah, he does well with the
10
wards.
seconds remaining.
Wards won't really hit him or do him too much damage if he's got them from the front. Good wards killer.
5 seconds
Yep, and
remaining.
if the wards are outside the arena, it can't do any damage. They'll just get hit by the wall.
It's got a decent interrupt for the Shadow Shaman Shackle as well.
Juggernaut.
Okay, there's the first, I guess, actual core hero. Maybe Monkey King is too. But you have Juggernaut. He didn't get any nerfs, and he's very meta at the moment. His ultimate is pretty useless against Dark Willow, but it's very good against Monkey King because Monkey King can't really do anything if Juggernaut starts ulting him. You can't jump to a tree. You don't have time to
10
channel your
seconds
ultimate.
remaining.
Yeah, it's good.
So I think Jug here is
5
a really
seconds
powerful
remaining.
pick against the Mars because you can spin out of the Mars ulti.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's
And
true.
they don't have anything right now that pierces BKB.
No, they don't.
So he can sort of just whiz away. And,
Does Boundless Strike stun through BKB or not? I don't
no,
think it does.
It doesn't.
Does it do any damage at all? No damage.
I'm not
seconds
sure. I
It's a
think it
physical
would do
damage move,
damage
isn't it? That's what I want.
because
to
it's an
work out.
attack.
5
So I
seconds
would
remaining.
think that
Yeah.
you could feasibly Skull Basher through it, maybe.
Gonna have a look at that. Because Monkey Kings do go Abyssal these days. Let's find out. Boundless
Worked
Strike
against them a little.
does not pierce spell immunity. It just says it doesn't instant attack on all enemies. With True Strike, it ignores disarms, etc., etc. Procs Jingu Mastery, but apparently, yeah, Boundless Strike still just doesn't affect targets in BKB at all.
Radiant
So
team
if Jug's
ban.
spinning, that's it.
Okay, well there you go.
Oh, whoops.
So a Void Spirit ban on the Dire. I suppose
okay.
they really don't have much catch or chase. An elusive hero will really sort of do away with the Dire strategy. It seems like Dire have really good area control. Mars ulti, Terrorize, Wukong's great Tombstone.
Dire ban.
The Dire I feel like the Dire definitely have team fight in spades over the Radiant.
When it comes to big AoE team fight, yes, the Radiant have a lot of pick-off though, because if Grimstroke goes in, you've got the Beastmaster ulti that will apply to 2 targets. Shadow Shaman can hex 2 targets, shackle 2 targets. Obviously, you don't get 2 Omni Slashes. That would be pretty cool if Juggernaut split
10
into
seconds
2 and
remaining.
Omni Slash 2 targets at once. Doesn't work like that. But the Radiant can pick someone
5
off
seconds
immediately.
remaining.
But then if the
They
fight
can.
goes on big scale, then they may end up losing that. So yeah, they don't want to be the ones not initiating on the Radiant. They need to get the engagement there. So
Perhaps. Well, a powerful pick here could be someone with a dispel. So it say Ollie doesn't go Willow, he could go Legion, who's quite good against
5
the
seconds
Jug
remaining.
because you catch him before he omnis, and you can also dispel off Beastmaster's ulti, all the Shadow Shaman stuff, and it gives you a bit more scaling.
yeah, definitely. Oh, your camera's gone, Vman.
Oh, has it? I'll see if I can
Yeah.
do that.
Don't know why.
It's on my screen.
Is it? Oh, it's lost on mine.
Here, I'll close it and open it again.
Okay, thank you. Not sure what's caused that. We're running out of reserve time. There's only 15 seconds left on the Radiant. And they've got to pick their last hero still.
Is that it working again?
Can't see it at the moment. Still just giving me that buffering.
Dire team pick.
I hope it's not on my end. I don't think it should be. Or it could be the website. They've gone for a Leshrac last pick. We'll see if we can get it sorted before game 2.
Yeah, it
remember,
does well against the Mars.
it's high damage. It's actually quite good against Willow because you can do all of your damage pretty much. Apart from targeting Lightning Storm, you can do everything through Willow Shadow Realm. So
10 seconds
Willow,
remaining.
if you stun the Willow, you can just run at her and there's nothing she can do.
5
It's an aggressive
seconds
hero.
remaining.
It's another early game hero. High magic damage to go with the physical damage from Juggernaut and Beastmaster.
Even more push.
Yes, even more push. Yeah, you've got Juggernaut as well with the
so
healing ward.
much push.
You are geared up
Yep.
for the ultimate push lineup. Absolutely
Crazy
insane.
push on the Radiant.
The Dire don't have that push. They've got team fight. They don't have the push. So I like the push strat.
I mean, they don't have that much D push as well. They only really have Boundless and then Mars's Spear and Shield. But just like rushing towers over and over, I don't know if they're too equipped to deal with that other than totally committing for a team fight.
Well, I don't know. Undying is actually quite good at defending because you don't want to dive a tower and a
suppose.
tombstone at the same time. So, especially because tombstone can be placed in quite defensive locations. Now, OD.
That's a great pick. That's so good. Most of those heroes you can just pop with your Arcane Orb and ulti. It's safe for the Jug if he goes on someone. It's safe for the Beastmaster. It's safe for the Shadow Shaman. It's even somewhat safe against the Leshrac. It just sort of that feels like a bit of a silver bullet here. It's so good. It's sort of fulfills the same role Pugna would here if Pugna was picked,
Or
like
maybe
against the
Shadow
Jug.
Demon as well.
Shadow Demon,
but
yeah, just any banish.
It's on Breck, so it's going to be a support Outward Devourer. Outward Destroyer now, as he's called. Sorry, they keep changing his name. And I think I think it will be good. Like you said, the save is important. The hero did just take some nerfs. I did trying to remember them off the top of my head. So he lost 5 base move speed, 1 base armor. His Astral Imprisonment went from 120 mana to 150 mana, and his Arcane Orb cooldown went from 4320 to 6420. So there is slight nerfs in there to his early game. He's still a very strong hero. He's still fast. He still has high base armor. His ultimate was untouched. The ability to get mana back was untouched. So a lot of him is still exactly the same. So I think Brex
I'm
knows
sure
how to
he'll
play.
operate just fine in the support role anyway.
Yeah, I agree. And I think he can still pop heroes pretty quickly with his ultimate because it didn't take a nerf at all. Just some of the very, very, very early game pressure was alleviated slightly.
Indeed.
But he's going to be fine.
And he should do quite well against most of those heroes, just being able to pop them with the Meteor Hammer combo.
Yeah, it's still a very good combo even for supports. He's gone for the same sort of standard build that he always does, which is really, really early boots. 365 move speed, still has 6 base armor. Yes, it's nerfed, but no one wants to play against those stats. 6-second cooldown on Arcane Orb instead of 4 seconds, but it's still, up a lot. So we'll see what he can do.
Indeed.
Let's see what's going on mid. So yes, it is Nat mid now. It's Rhyme Monkey King, as he had pointed out, and he's running around as a courier, as the shitty wizard. Gone for all Venom start.
The courier does give you faster move speed if you morph into it.
Does it? Oh.
It does. Look, 380 move speed.
What?
Highest base move speed in the game.
Wow.
You could say.
Interesting. Well, that's something I learned. I think I knew that at one point, but I completely forgot about it. And it's one of those things you don't really consider if you're not a Monkey King player. So interesting. Where is
Indeed.
he going? Wait, it doesn't even... It doesn't... Wait a second, what? He's just...
I mean, it looks like he's just wasting a TP scroll for that's what I see.
For giggles?
Or he's going to try and snipe someone's courier.
Oh, I didn't realize you could just walk past a tower when you've morphed into a courier. Look, you can even walk in their base. I've never seen this before. Have you seen this? Do you know what's possible? Look, you can walk into the enemy fountain. It doesn't hit you. Did you know you could do that?
No, he doesn't. I had no idea that you could just walk past stuff.
He just walked through the towers.
He did?
I didn't know that was possible. Well, Rhymes taught me something new and very hilarious. The mechanic of Monkey King. I absolutely did not know that. It was hilarious. I'm sure he was just looking for a cheeky courier snipe. But not a lot of people in our in-house send for the courier immediately. That's maybe more of a pro player thing.
Undying came to lane with 7 tangos and a salve.
That's a lot of regen. Oh, Jabetma's already found First Blood. Well, that's the combo of Veteran and Jabetma. You've got Inkswell and Blade Fury. It's one of the...
Spin, yeah.
It's the most famous combo, isn't it? Yeah, and you just run into Mars and you kill him. So Brex, maybe if he took Astral Imprisonment, he could have tried to save. But instead they couldn't.
Yeah,
so
he could have.
in the world being attacked.
Got
So
some
mid
predictions
seems
going on.
quite even as well.
We should see a good showing here. Of it's Ollie versus Nat, so you've got 2 very high-ranked players here. Ollie is Divine 4 at the moment. I like to see the point predictions on the channel. 1,500 for Radiant, 4,100 for Dire, which is Rhyme's team. I think it's going to be close. Nat Lesh, yeah, Nat Lesh is interesting because Nat doesn't play a lot of mid. I certainly didn't predict him going mid. But Noodles is on the support role, which he is very comfortable with. You've got Miles on the Beastmaster, and Miles is an offlane player, as we know. Probably the most dedicated offlane player out there. Monkey King doing so well in the last hits.
Oh my, yeah, he is.
Yeah. Flawless start from him. But then we talked about Monkey King, how easy it is to last at everything.
It's no surprise then.
No, not really. Level 3 already on the Monkey King.
Well, the Undying has been out of lane for a while.
Whoa, that's going for a dive, but I don't think you want to dive when there are that many creeps. Okay, he does dodge all the brambles. Gets hit by a Shadow Realm. 159 magic damage. They are both very low.
Yeah, that was quite costly for Nat.
Very early stick. Now, see, Nat's gone for the max Diabolic Edict build. There are two ways to play Leshrac in mid. You can either still max out Diabolic Edict, or you can get Lightning Storm instead. Going for Diabolic Edict is definitely the more aggressive build, but it's also a bit more difficult to get off, so...
I mean, he's probably gone it just to hit Willow in Shadow Realm, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Or perhaps he's looking to force her out and then like just go for a crazy push. Though, whenever I look at both teams, it doesn't seem like either team has a very clear advantage late, because both teams have quite good sort of cores and both have heroes who fall off later on.
That's true.
Like a Beastmaster has a very definite timing, though Primal Roar is always Primal Roar 4 seconds, BKB piercing stun.
What I've just noticed, which is quite funny, is you know, from the last in-house, I'm looking at the cameras for people this in-house, and everything is... Oh, there's a bit of a fight in the top lane. Rhyme did manage to get
there was. The Shaman tried to go on the Monkey King, but unfortunately for him, a quick heal from the Undying, and a sort of Jingu Mastery Balance Strike later. Shaman's dead.
Yeah, it's a strong combo.
Top looks very good for the Dire.
It is. I think they're having a lot of farmers Monkey King, but then Mars doing pretty well in the bot lane. Brex is trying to get the courier. Is he going to find it? Yes, he is, of course. Brex doing what he does best and hunts down couriers. He has got an early point of Astral Imprisonment now, but he uses it aggressively. But I think they are going to be able to get a kill. Is Brex in a bit of trouble?
No, the OD is going to die, for sure.
Is he? Oh, no, he doesn't actually. And Juju will find the kill with the spear. Yeah, because OD's fast as anything. Nice. 365 move speed. And yes, Juggernaut has boots, but
first.
Not fast enough. And so they do manage to find
even after a 5 move speed nerf on the OD, 325 to 320.
You've got a combo here. Look at that combo. Spear into Astral Spear.
That's good.
But we didn't have the mana.
2 combos, 1 lane.
Didn't have the mana for God's Rebuke. There is an Inkswell used, but it's not going to connect with anything.
No, and now...
Ooh, Nat nearly killing Ollie again in mid. All of the bottle use up for both players, but they can now go and get their bounty runes to refill their bottles. What I was saying about the webcams, player cams, is it's funny how much lighter everyone's rooms are. Because we're playing at 2:30 rather than at 8 PM. It was so dark, everyone's cameras before. It's quite amusing. We got level 5 on the Monkey King. He's already gone phase boots. He went straight away phase boots. Before even building a Wraith Band, he went with full phase boots just to get that armor, that move speed, the damage. Scary.
I suppose it's probably to offset the slow from the boar, and being caught out by the Shaman and the Beastmaster is pretty fatal.
Ollie is level 6 and Nat's only level 5. If Nat was level 5, that level 6, that would be a kill on Ollie straight away. Goes for a stun, doesn't actually land it. Not on Ollie anyway. Nice last hit from Ollie, very patient. In fact, Leshrac's base damage is pretty terrible. He's level 5 and he doesn't even have 70 damage. You've got a bit of a fight going on the top lane. I think Mars is in a bit of trouble here. Noodles does have a rank of Shackles. I think he's going to have to Shackles the Monkey King just to create some space, which is the correct play. Takes a lot of damage to balance strike. 278 out comes the Soul Rip, but they're still diving. And Doige, he actually finds the kill. I was not expecting that, and he does die. Even though he's popping the sap, Boars are going to hunt him down, so Mars will get the kill. Not sure if it's worth it or not, but either way, it was a kill for a kill.
So something going on at bottom lane. Classic spin Inkswell onto Mars. Though they do have the Imprison to keep them from dying.
But I think it might have been a little bit too late. You've got the Spear on the Juggernaut. You can turn around God's Rebuke. No, you can't, because again, you have no mana and you don't have the health to Soul Ring either. Mid lane looked like there might have been a bit of fight. In fact, Nat turned up in the top lane. I remember watching that a little bit before. That's a good spot. Love and Laughter. The Undying was completely out of mana anyway, so now he comes back to lane at full mana, ready to Soul Rip some fools. Whoa, Noodle's taking a lot of damage here. Out comes the Spear as well. Oh, he misses the Spear. The timing was not perfect.
probably going to kill. Yep.
Oh, I was just watching the bot lane. That Inkswell was microseconds from going off, but they will find a kill in the bot lane. I didn't catch the kill mid. Ollie actually managed to get the first kill on that.
Yeah, Ollie just TP, or rather Nat TP's in. Ollie sees the opportunity, just Shadow Realm, Bedlam,
and the Bramble
all the
base
hits
probably.
hit. Yeah, it's just no defense against that.
Going to do a lot of damage to moves as well. Ooh, look at the damage coming out. I think it's an auto attack plus 360.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, and some damage onto Miles. He's going to go down. Monkey King leaped on. He's actually gone for a 2-2-2 build. He went 2 points of Boundless and Jingu. Then he went 2 points of Tree Dance. I think he might actually max out the Tree Dance because it's an 80% slow that lasts... I don't know how long the slow actually lasts. 4 seconds. That's a very long duration.
It is. And 350 damage. I've actually played with Monkey King Pulse 4s who max Tree Dance. And it's been quite surprising how effective it is.
I think you can max Tree Dance even on POS 1, which is what he's doing. Look, 3 points of Tree Dance. I imagine he's going for 4th one. Veteran gets yet another kill. Oh, nice spear away. Need to get level 6 on that Juggernaut so we can get some kills with the Omni Slash. He is going for a bit of an old-fashioned build, rushing Mask of Madness, which is still effective if you want to fight early. And I think he knows his team are going for an all-in early fight, so... Yeah, I think...
Indeed.
I think it makes sense to go for Mask.
It is a bit of an
Oh, Ollie's in trouble.
Ollie's in trouble.
Can we get the Shackle in range? Is the stun? Shackle? No, there's no Shackle.
No,
I think Ollie's still going to go down. Yeah, he's still going to die.
Yeah.
Time to run. Monkey King is coming. He's not on his tree, though, so he's not going to be able to kill now. Orb of Crows not quite going to be enough. He's just going to farm here. Oh, and the arena has been used. And the Dire are going to get a kill, but not before Miles manages to claim a kill on Doge in the top lane using his Necro 1. He's almost gone Lycan build. Like, he literally has gone straight away into the Necro book. No boots, no Bassi, no wand. Just a plain Necro.
I mean, it makes very evident what they've done with their draft as well, with their strategy. They're just going total push.
This is an amazing early game. There's fights happening all over the place. It's very even. There's no, like, one player dominating everyone. Sort of all over the place right now. A little bit of trouble. Yeah, gets absolutely deleted by the God's Rebuke that comes out.
I mean, he was very low going into the Imprison, and the Imprison hitting as well as the God's Rebuke. In fact, I think the God's Rebuke only did like 50 damage or so.
Oh, right.
The jug was very low after coming out of the Imprison.
Yeah, Imprisonment does quite a lot of damage, especially if you max it. It's 280 at rank 3. And it's another one of those abilities, yeah, that scales incredibly well. It looks like Undying's in a little bit of trouble. We've got the Necro creep, so we've got the double ball. I mean, you do not want to go into Beastmaster's Zoo. It hurts. He's not got a single point of wild axes. Yep, max wild boar, maximum inner beast, so they have more attack speed. You've already got the Necro 1, which is a very hard-hitting set of units.
And Jug kills the OD bottom, just another combo Inkswell. No one to save the OD.
I'm having a look at the kills. If you look at the kill death assists, it's so close. 3-1-1, 3-1-1, 1-3-2. There's no one hero completely dominant or one hero getting completely,
it does seem
dominated.
Like a very balanced game.
Yeah, 8 for 8, 10 minutes in. This is perfect.
Yeah, no towers have been taken, though Beastmaster's really threatening top here.
They do have a glyph, so they need to pop it because, of course, glyph comes back. Yep, they are going to use it. Just going to play a bit of time. Nat tries to go for Ollie, but walks into the Bramble. Oh, now he's in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, he gets speared to death right under the tower. I mean, there's 5 Dire heroes mid. In fact, Ollie actually ties to the Edict.
Yep, with the posthumous Edict.
Oh, no. I mean, that's not what you want to see because it was a 5 versus 1 and he got the kill on the mid hero. Debatemouse trying to escape, but there's no way he will. Out comes the full damage, full length Primal Spring.
Indeed. So the Monkey King is going Midas. Now, back in my day, at 7-minute, you either got 7-minute Midas or nothing. And here I see people getting 15-minute Midases and winning games. So I don't understand I don't understand Midas timings at all.
Well, the way I like to see it is, if you go plain Midas, as in 7 minutes, 5 minutes even if you're mid, you can really only get away with that if you're having a very easy lane and the game is slow. Monkey King did have a lane where he had to fight a lot, so he had to go Orb of Corrosion, Phase Boots, Wraith Band. But now he's thinking, well, the game's slowing down a little bit. I know I'm going to be able to get some farm off. I'll just get the Midas.
Actually, this is a very intelligent pick when I think about it, because a lot of the Radiant heroes want that early push, and if they can survive that initial sort of... If they can get this game to 30 minutes, that might also really, really pay off.
It will. It looks like we
the
found
enemies.
Juju. We've got the Shackles. It's rank 2 Shackles, so it lasts quite a long duration. Out comes the Beastmaster as well. Tombstone has been using a massive heal coming up from Doige. Juju gets the spear up, but the Shadow Sham wards have been dropped. You don't want to fight into the wards. Tombstone is not as good as wards. Look at the Tombstone get deleted by the wards. Ollie's now fighting into the wards, but of course in Shadow Realm, Ollie is going to be safe. Noodles is going to be brought down by the Shadow Realm damage, but Nat is here, but walks into a Bramble. Doesn't have Yules for his setup just yet. So overall, I think that's still a good fight for the Radiant, because the Shadow Sham Warbs are not being farmed, so no wasted gold there. Veteran is staring at Monkey King, but I'm not entirely... He wants to wait for all the creeps to go down and then Omni Slash. You know that's what he's planning. You 100% know he's thinking about it. Oh, but now Ryan ran away. Okay, so he just goes back to
especially with the mask, he has to be making plays like this to make use of his item build.
He does, because Monkey King is level 10 and already has Midas.
Mid's being threatened.
12-minute Midas is pretty quick. Juju doesn't have Blink Dagger yet. Ollie throws out the Bramble, doesn't get him. Juju's just running in, does get the arena match, he manages to get 2, but he misses the spear because it goes over the top of them, and he's going to take a lot of damage here and will go down. Monkey King has now gone into the fight, doesn't have his ultimate yet, so just going for normal auto attacks. Brex drops his ult. It looks like it's a kill for a kill so far. Jabatema walks into the Bramble Maze. Is he going to die? He's on about 70 HP. Could ink swim himself for a little bit of speed. Has the Fairy Fire as well. Is actually going to be okay. Walks into the Bramble, but the Fairy Fire will save him just on 20 HP. And now we are chasing down Ollie. He uses the Bedlam, but it's a little bit too late. So all over the place, and that was so close for killing Jabatema. The Radiant actually end up winning that fight. They don't kill the Monkey King. Just goes back to farming. But at the moment, it's the Radiant with a very, very, very slight lead. Someone said, somewhat said in the chat, Midas kind of works against Zoo because you can immediately Midas one of the creeps. Now I know a patch a very long time ago stopped you being able to Midas Necro creeps, but you can still Midas one of the balls away immediately. So it has some use in the fight. Noodles is chasing Brex, but unfortunately OD is way too fast the hero. A smoke was used in mid. Miles is not there. So who have they managed to smoke? They've just smoked Shadow Shaman and Nat, but I think that's enough. But then Rhyme, he is quick enough on the draw, just walks away with his phase boots. Has now leveled his ultimate. He's thinking about going on to Veteran, but Veteran doesn't get caught in the Bramble. Ollie not having so much luck with the initial Brambles. A lot of heroes here now. That's been Cursed Crown.
Looks like something will probably happen. All the ultis are up except ODs.
Rhyme just goes straight in, found the
in.
strike for the stun, but it doesn't hold people in place for very long. He gets ulted, leash G2 targets, Nat goes in for the stun. This is not looking good for the dub, but Tombstone has been popped up full. Omni Slash is going out onto Juju, that will get an early kill. And Rhyme though, he's just about to get his ultimate off. They're trying to kill Tombstone, but they can't do this on the low ground. I think the Radiant team actually, it looked like a great start for them because they already got a kill, but now they're being picked off. Bedlam will kill Noodles. Monkey is trapped inside the wards. Not quite strong enough. Nat tries to TP away and actually manages it because Ollie's Fear goes out just a little bit too late. So overall it's a 1-for-1. Not actually too bad for the team, but they did not have Beastmaster at all. He's chilling in the top lane, which means he knows, well, I'm going to farm the jungle, I'm going to push.
Dire will get bottom tower now, after all that. Radiant have no glyph.
That is true. 15 minutes.
And Mars ulti is up again.
Look at the farm on the Beastmaster. Look at him. He's second in net worth. It's so typical of Miles to be this high on the net worth. He just farms. He's 5-2-2, so he's still been engaged in as many
like
kills as
Broodmother in
anyone
the
else.
offlane, really.
Yeah, but the old days of Broodmother offlane, when she could go invisible. Now Broodmother's pretty useless anywhere. That's not mid. I think any pos one that makes good use of the attack speed minus is a bad option. Yeah, that's true. Juggernaut almost could have gone Midas, but instead he's gone for Masked Madness, so a very, very aggressive build. Now he's going for Maelstrom, I imagine, unless it's MKB Rush, which we know Veteran likes. Well,
there's no way he could buy all the constituents of MKB.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Before the Javelin.
I think Maelstrom, yeah, is definitely the item of choice here, but we'll see. He's just going for a Javelin to start with. The Radiant are running into the Dire. We do have the Beastmaster ult up, of course. Oh, we found the Monkey King. We set him for a very long time because we knocked him down off the trees. We're going to ult him just in case anyway. He's gone down 500 gold. Out comes the Tombstone and Urina. Massive heal going to Juju, but he has taken so much damage and he is going to die to Nat. And the huge damage from Pulse Nova. Big bit of damage from Deutsch and Ollie. They will get the kill with the Soul Rip. Rex has caught someone.
Ollie. He's probably going to get the kill after Inksville goes in
Veteran.
with spin.
He's going to just kill the Tombstone quickly. Doesn't have his ultimate, so he's just going to do some right clicks. Ollie gets Bedlam off, but they are holding their distance. Rex, look at the damage. Drops the hammer, manages to kill Noodles. Done quite a lot of damage to Nat as well. Out comes the Terrorize. Ollie almost gets the kill on Nat. One auto attack, but it won't quite land. Veteran is spinning on Ollie, but Spin doesn't do a lot of damage at this point in the game. He does have Omni Slash. He's going to have to use it. No, Omni Slash and Mask of Madness. And did you see that some of his attacks went onto Ollie but did no damage? That was really odd. Didn't know about that interaction. He's got Spin in 1 second. He can speed TP if he wants to. He decides to go in because he knows Jabatemo's there with the Inkswell, giving him that move speed, and the Inkswell will get the kill. And now Ollie blinks on top of him, and we'll find another return kill. Just kill after kill after kill.
No fight here is like clearly winning on either team. It just seems like such an even game. Both teams know exactly how to play their heroes and respond to the aggression of the others.
They do. I mean, look at, there was 7 kills in that fight, and it's always back and forth.
Pick off here, pick off there.
We're still having a fight here in the bot lane. Noodles does actually manage to take the tower, but he will feed the wards. I think that's probably worth it. Oh, this game is exactly what we were hoping. High-paced game, thanks to all of the... well, we've got a lot of high-skilled players here. No one is below Legend, and we have a decent amount of Divines Immortals and an Immortal 800 as well. So the game is very, very fast-paced. Net worth, 4,000 lead is the most it's ever been, but even that is nothing.
And I mean, the Beastmaster might even overtake. Yeah, he's
going in for a kill. There, look at the damage. He killed the poor and dying way before the stun even ended, and it's a 3.5 second stun. He has a Blink Dagger. He has an Imp Claw for a bit more damage. Yeah, I like that. Rushing Blink Dagger straight after Necro 3, I like that on Beastmaster. His ultimate doesn't have a very long cast range, so being able to get in there, very, very good. He's the highest level in the game, Beastmaster. Miles doing so well. Few low levels, but they'll manage. Monkey King just farming away as fast as he can. He's got Desolator now, and now going for Aghanim. So not going for the Battle Fury build, went for Midas instead. Didn't go straight Ags, actually decided that I'm going to get a Deso first.
I'm surprised he's not building a BKB at this point after dying just to disable that last fight.
Yeah, we'll see. The ward has been used, but Nat, look at the reaction from the Yules. Immediate Yules, unfortunately, misses the split earth, but we've got the double shackles. The Terrorize, it doesn't stop the double shackles. Brex saving one person with the imprisonment. Doige is now in. The Tombstone's a little bit far away. He does get the soul rip off. Juju will just manage to live, so they do bring down Nat. That is a big kill for the Dire. Brex is still chasing Noodles, trying to get the imprisonment up.
He has imprisonment up.
Meanwhile, Monkey King is going in on Jabatemon. He's going to kill him very, very quickly. Imprisonment is used, but Noodles turns around. I think you just need to run from Brex, because Brex is going to kill you. He's chasing Noodles.
Yeah, he still has ulti.
Yeah, drops it.
And he will just use it.
And that's going to be a kill. There you go. Easy kill there. So that was a very good fight for the Dire. Looked like Ollie actually did get brought down. Brought down by Veteran, who has committed his ultimate. So that's a really nice kill for him, because he doesn't die. But overall, good fight for the Dire.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the trade.
Is, yes. Let's have a look at items.
neither team really gets anything out of this. There's no objectives being taken. A lot of the creep waves are just in the middle of the lanes. So Ollie's building a meteor hammer.
Yeah, now we talked about the Midas, and you thought 7-minute Midas over 12-minute Midas. Now, this is a difference between 5-minute meteor hammer and 20-minute meteor hammer. Ollie likes meteor hammer on Willow because it allows him to farm. Because Willow has really no ability to farm. You can Bedlam one creep wave every 30 seconds or one camp, but it's not very fast. So he likes Meteor Hammer, but I just feel like it's a little bit too late. At this point, you might as well just keep committing to damage items and crowd control items, or you should go get your Meteor Hammer sort of first item.
Well, I mean, it goes quite well with the rest of his setup from his team.
Oh, we've gone in. We're trying to get a kill onto Noodles, but Noodles gets the immediate Hex, turning around, Brex saving Mars. And Noodle's still trapped in here. He does manage to run out, but Nat looked like he wanted to go in, but he's a little bit unsure. Doesn't want to fight into the Tombstone. Tombstone is still there. I think it's worth 150 gold, max rank Tombstone. Doige is going to soul rip it, so the Tombstone is still alive. More and more skeletons spawning. You need to kill it, Jabatemon. You finally bring down 175 gold. Nice Yules. And now Miles goes straight in, but look how much damage he takes. He goes straight down. Juju will die for it, so Miles' death not in vain. And that's going to run away with his Boots of Travel. Ollie taking a lot of damage clearing that Necro Creep, but it's worth it for the money. Miles has to be careful about just jumping in. He's actually gone Boots of Travel of his own. I mean, we've taken a tier 2 tower here. So the Dire, I mean the Radiant, sorry, their push strat is showing its effect, right? They've taken 4 towers, whereas the Dire have not managed a single tower. But the Dire, they can win these team fights.
Yeah, you just pointed that out.
Yeah. Any tower close? No, mid tower is basically full HP. Top tower is literally full HP, and bot tower is on 1072. So they've got a lot of work to do. If they want to
I mean, if they can stick it out and survive this initial push phase, then I think they'll come out on top. Because I mean, eventually Jug just becomes an Omni Slash bot, but then OD will get his Ags, and he'll have 2 saves for each of the Omnis, provided he can actually get it off.
Yes, I agree.
So the window for the Radiant to really push their advantage is still open, but it will close soon. Probably in like 10 or 15 minutes.
10 minutes is all you need. A couple good fights when the enemy are taking a long time to spawn. Ollie will find a free kill onto Noodles, and he'll just back off. If the Radiant can win a couple good fights, take Roche, take the last few towers, then they can definitely cement their win in this game. But it looks a little bit difficult. They're slightly passive at the moment. They've just lost to Shadow Shaman. Their heroes are sort of running around just getting farm. I don't think you want to just be farming against the Dire team. And the Dire have decided they need to take some towers. Yeah, Miles does have Boots of Travel, so they've got some split push. And they're going to delete that bottom tower. There's no glyph to be used on it, so it will go down. Glyph has now been refreshed for the Radiant team.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's actually just pushing mid tower. He knows the enemy team are bot. Gets a little bit of damage off with the Edict. Well, 1,000 damage off the tower, that's quite good. You think Rhyme is too strong now? Rhyme is strong. I wouldn't say he's too strong. He's still not particularly good against the Juggernaut. But he is level 18 on Monkey King, and he has the Aghanims now, which is a very good Monkey King item. Gets stunned with the Balance Strike. It actually drops the full ultimate. I don't know why he drops it. I'm guessing it's just in case something were to happen. But meanwhile, the fight is going on. Nat gets speared into the tower. Noodles is a little bit too far forward. He's going to go straight down. They've got the tombstone on the high ground. This is not a fight that Dar wants to go into. Ollie just blinks forward. Monkey King is going in with the leap. Going to land on Jabema. So after he's really patient, just drops down, kills Jabema in 3 auto attacks. What was that damage? And now Veteran's in a bit of trouble. He does go for the Omni Slash. There you go. That's how you kill the Monkey King. Is it quick enough? It's very, very close. It does actually get the kill, and that manages to find the kill, but this is still a very bad fight. Meteor Hammer's coming out. It's 2 Meteor Hammers on top, but that manages to use both of them at the same time. Yeah, he does have 20 charges of 1. He is going to use it. Gets speared into the tree. And Brex takes the kill. That's a lot of damage coming out from a support OD. That was like a 600
Well, I mean, whenever Leshrac dies with 408 mana and OD has 1.7k, it's no surprise.
Well, he's actually on 2,345 max. It's all about max mana, OD.
Oh, is it max mana pool? It is,
yeah, it's max mana pool. But, I mean, 2,300 mana versus Leshrac's 1,000. It's massive. It's over 1,000 difference in mana. 0.4 multiplier. Plus the base damage of 300. So, yeah, we're looking around 700 magic damage nuke coming out from that. Even against an int hero, that is.
Even on Lesh and int hero.
Yeah. But, I mean, against int heroes, you do steal more of their mana. So, you know.
You do.
It kind of works
OD
out.
had a huge stack. He had, like, plus 600 or 700 mana during that fight.
Yeah, he did, exactly. Cool, so another good fight for the Dire. Even though they lost their most farmed hero, which is Rhyme's Monkey King, he is still 3,000 gold ahead at the moment. Dire have finally...
He is so far ahead.
They've evened the net worth, though. Yes, Monkey King is the strongest hero at the moment. He is the highest level, but Ollie is also level 19, same level as him. He is going for Lincolns now. That stops him worrying about the Beastmaster of War. Hasn't gone for BKB.
Yeah, I mean... There's BKB doesn't defend against Beastmaster, which is probably what he's worried about. But then again, they have so many ways to break the Lincolns. I guess he just doesn't want to be sort of caught out and been stunned or anything like that. He just needs time to react.
I think Nat needs a BKB. Oh, he is building one. That's good.
Yeah, he's been building it for a while. Almost got it. Interesting that he's not taking the Ogre Axe over one of the Null Talismans.
Yeah, he's just
then again, I suppose he's just looking for damage.
Well, I guess it's all minor at this point. You could get 8 more strength, but you lose int, mana regen, spell amp. I'm never sure myself, to be honest.
Better.
Yeah, what did he go for? He went for the armor talent and then he went for the strength talent. So he has gone for the tanky left right talents rather than the movement speed ones and the split earth radius.
I mean, whenever the Dire just wants to get in your face, I feel like it's pretty necessary.
Yeah, I can see the merit of tanking up on left right where possible. Noodles is scouting ahead, but I think what that means is getting killed by Mars. No, in fact, he hasn't been found. And the Mars just runs around. Noodles goes for a TP out because he's not feeling safe. Monkey King has just run straight into mid tower.
So OD's about just over halfway through his Ags, and that will really hurt the Jug when he finishes that.
That will, just that extra cast range that he can use on his Astral Imprisonment, as well as having 2 charges.
Yeah. 2 charges. It feels so oppressive. It feels so oppressive to play against that.
It does, yeah, definitely. Ollie is. I thought Ollie would go for Scythe of Ice, which is usually his play, but he's gone for a build which I always thought was superior on Willow, but Ollie has never been a massive fan of, which is to go for early Ags and just get that damage up, and I'm like that he's trying it out this time. So he has the Agnums already, he is going for a Moon Shard, he's just going to become a far back ranged cannon rather than an assassin.
I mean, he definitely has enough frontline to do it. I mean, all 4 of his heroes want to be in the midst of battle. Even OD, because he wants to be able to get in to do imprisons, so it's definitely warranted.
That's true.
And safe to do this.
And Dark Willow's talents are in reverse of most heroes. She's got abilities which buff her spells on level 10 and 15, and then 20 and 25 are just raw stats, 50 damage and 110 attack speed. So Willow late game
really
turns from
strong.
that sort of, intelligence assassin hero into just a DPS. Just a ranged carry. Now you've got a lot of creeps pushing the highest tower tier 3.
Yeah.
They've got to go back. Look at the
ready.
power of the Necronomicon. I think I would just send it in. Brex cannot kill the Necro creeps. The Dire finally take out all the tier 1 towers. Still haven't made a dent on the tier 2 yet. Oh, we get it up. Bounder strike. Perfect. Perfect bounder strike into the arena. And that is going to go down.
Now.
Wasted the longest charge BKB. That is a mistake. Popping that in a bit of a panic. Thought he could get out. Maybe he was still spamming the button. So I think they're going to do a little bit of split push. Actually, we're just going to go straight into Brex, but I don't think we have the damage to kill Brex because he's just going to put himself in imprisonment and he can't do it again because he doesn't have the Agnes yet.
What does he do when he gets out of imprisonment? Axis coming back up? Yeah, he's just gone.
He just waits till the pets die.
Roche.
Okay, yeah, Radiant will take... Dire will take the Roche, but Radiant do manage to get a pick off there.
Oh yeah, Dire get the Roche.
Yeah, Radiant finding a pick off. Super Noodles is also split pushing. Look how far up he is. The Radiant definitely making the most of what they can. Jabema is going to go down, killed in about 3 auto attacks.
Yes, I think at this point...
Oh, we're going on to Mars as well. He's been caught out of position. A little bit too greedy, Mars. You forget how mobile the Dire team are. And this is really good because not only have they taken Roche, which is now on the Monkey King, the Aegis, the Immortal, but and he's 5,000 gold ahead. 5,000 gold ahead of the Juggernaut too. But the Juggernaut is level 19. Does have a Butterfly now. Butterfly and a Mjolnir. So
Butterfly will definitely help against the Willow.
Yeah, no, it will, because Willow is going to take time to go MKB. Willow should go MKB now, but it's instead going for Moonshard. Probably hasn't seen the Butterfly. Nat, you've got to be a little bit careful there. Gets Founder Strike, but that's not going to be enough of a stun. It only stuns for 1.6 seconds.
No, I feel like Nat was okay posturing there. The Dire don't have any... All of their jump was behind them. Mars wasn't there. Like, the OD isn't there to imprison and catch them out. I mean, even so, OD wasn't there at all.
That's true.
They're not in a position to go high ground yet, even with Beastmaster dead.
So the Dire now have the edge. It's not a massive lead. It's 4,000 gold, about what they had against them before. It's still very, very close. Radiant are running in for a fight. Nat, he's going to put he doesn't put the BKB in time. He's going to use it now. Now he puts BKB. We have a massive fight going here. We've got the arena, we've got the wards drop. First person to be killed will be Veteran. Veteran gets immediately killed, and Jabema goes down next. This fight very quickly went in the favour of the Dire. They're popping all their BKBs.
Everyone's still in Mars ulti, even with BKB up, the Wukongs will just finish the rest of them off.
And he did, and Veteran died very quickly without even getting his Omni Slash off. And so, in the blink of an eye, the entire fight ended. We're going to watch an instant replay from that because that was just so quick. We need to see that again.
Yeah, Monkey's just getting so big.
I mean, that's a good combo. You pop the arena, you get the Wukong Summon. We talked about the team fight. You're trapped in the arena, and you've got these Monkey King clones hitting you.
Really, like, now that we've reached 30 minutes, the push strategy isn't really going to work anymore. Teams are going to be together, and now just the sheer team fight of the Dire is going to come into play.
And you can see they're trying to defend, but
And they're going to get a rat.
yeah, they've lost too many heroes. The Dire are playing very aggressive.
I mean, they can afford to.
Yeah, we're going. Looks like a butterfly also coming out on the Monkey King.
Indeed.
Oh wow, we got the Hex
Well,
on. Bit of damage on the Monkey King, not quite enough though. Out comes the Arena again. Now pops the BKB. He's trying to get a kill on the Monkey King, which he will get the kill on. No, he won't, because Breck's actually going to keep him alive. Does he have the Aghanim's? Yeah, he does. We could do another. But look at the heal. Absolutely max HP from 1 HP
Disgusting.
to full Omni Slash is going out with the Master Mask. That's doing a lot of damage, but again, interrupted by the imprisonment. The imprisonment is just endless imprisonments. He's got it again if he needs it. He uses the imprisonment on the Leshrac to keep him out of the fight. Ryan will find yet another kill. He will finally get brought down. There is a buyback from the Beastmaster because he does have his ultimate.
But these are 2 racks for the Mars, just for the Mars. 2 racks and a buyback from the Beastmaster now. They're going for Megas.
The fight's not quite over. Look at the damage Ollie's doing. Nearly instantly killing Miles from very, very far away. Ollie didn't actually go for the 50 damage talent, interestingly. He went for Bramble Maze minus 8-second cooldown, so it goes to a 12-second cooldown.
I mean, he's probably just capitalizing on his team fight even more. Everyone's in the same spot for team fights, and 8-second Bramble Maze or 12-second cooldown on the 15-second duration on Bramble Maze. It feels awful to play into.
Rhyme's got to be careful. He does have BKB, but no longer Aegis. But he's still being really aggressive. This is the thing you get with high skill players. You don't get this passive, I want to go back. You know, they absolutely push themselves to the limit when it comes to...
They know their limits. They absolutely know their limits. It just shows the skill it just shows game knowledge, rather.
Yes.
He knows like how much gas in the tank all the other heroes have. I mean, Leshrac won't do much unless he can get on top of you.
Yeah, I think, like you said before, about 10 minutes ago, the window for the Radiant team has passed. They pushed all the towers. They definitely had the early lead. They lost some team fights. And now the Dire are just so dominant, having taken 2 lanes of racks and already started denting that last tier 3. They could wait for the next road. They could be waiting 3 to 5 minutes, though. They may just want to go in and end.
Is the Monkey King can afford to push aggressively like that to bait them out, because the Radiant really have to commit if they're going into anyone. They don't have any, like, they have nothing that sort of damages from a distance. It is really an all or nothing sort of thing.
Yes. Where did the double damage rune come out from?
And Arena was just used for something.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, Arena's down.
And then anyone used the TP scroll? No, can't see it. Not entirely sure. Maybe just destroying some trees. Hates nature. Ollie gave his bottle to Ryan with the double damage rune in it, this is why you keep bottles for the late game, because bottle keeps a rune for 2 minutes. So now he can wait and then get the 40 seconds of double damage rune when the team fight starts. So now,
if I'm playing mid, I like to just give the bottle away to a support after I'm done with it.
That's very nice of you. So there we go. We got the double damage rune. He hasn't used it yet. They're just going to go back, but they're actually going to find a kill on debate mode anyway. Tombstone has already gone down. There is the ward's been used. Okay, Brex is going to cancel the shackles. Doige, of course, going to find. Now the double damage rune has been popped. You've got quite a lot of duration on this.
Is back up.
But look at the damage that Rhyme's going to do. Just right-clicking them to death. Meteor Hammer's going down. We have a buyback. Noodles, he's holding Mars in place. Massive bounce, right? Nearly one-shots the Shadow Stone. We actually just got the Rhymer out because he's just hit level 25. So there's the huge ring. He actually gets a kill with the ring. Double damage rune up. Still got the BKB. I don't see anything the Radiant can do. They do not want to fight into the ring. It will go down eventually, of course. The duration is 13 seconds, so it has now gone down. He's trying to take the racks down as quickly as he can be. Rez has to go back. Nat has just gone straight in. We've got the ult onto Brex. We can't save anyone. That's probably the right target to hit. But Rhyme is doing so much damage, and so is Oliver as well. So they're just going to have to go back. They cannot fight
Beastmaster down and buyback. Mega's got this.
Yeah, that's going to be the GG. Ryan wants the last hit on the building, of course. I think they couldn't do anything to the Monkey King. When he's in his BKB, double damage rune up, level 25, they just couldn't fight him. Veteran is spinning in. I think he has the Aghanim's. Doesn't have the Aghanim's shard, interestingly.
I mean, again, Monkey King feels like a really intelligent pick in here. It plays against the enemy's all or nothing sort of.
Oh, and that's going in. They're still trying to kill people. I think they may actually find a kill onto Brex and Rhyme. For some reason, they cancelled the shackles. Not entirely sure why that happened, but look at the damage. Veteran is about 1 HP. Actually uses his full ultimate just to kill the Monkey King. He will get the kill eventually. But then Ollie, he picks up yet another kill. We've not only got Megas, we've got 2 catapults in here as well.
There comes Nat on the Ollie.
Trying to get a kill onto Ollie. Does not hit the split out. It's now Bedlam versus Holsnova.
Yeah.
And that's out of mana. Completely out of mana. He has a very low mana pool. You know. Oh, he does get the kill with the right click. He's got a Yule's, and that's the only item that really gives him any mana. So, not a lot of mana on Leshrac. No Bloodstone, no Octarine Core.
No, I mean he seems to have been quite sort of oppressed during the fights as well. It's quite a tricky game for a Leshrac, I think.
Yeah,
there's no one on the enemy team you can just pop, because I mean even the Willow has Shadow Realm to escape.
I think the final pick OD was so perfect, really rounded off their draft.
It's so good. I mean, as I said earlier, it just counters so much the enemy lineup. It feels like a really, really good pick.
Yes, and we've seen it do so well already. The Radiant team is
these
very
ridiculous
based off
weapons.
single target pickoffs, and OD just immediately counters
They
that.
are.
Whereas what do you do when you're trapped in an arena? You've got this massive Wukong's command ring in your face. You've got the tombstone you've got to kill. You've got Ollie sitting back and just pelting you with attacks. You just can't stop them all.
Yeah, the Radiant team having no jump is really sort of it just sort of reinforces the Willow's pumping as well.
It does.
Their push strategy just hasn't worked.
Nope. Well, they tried it. I like the draft. I like the committal to
They
it.
did. I mean, I will definitely respect a push strategy. You know, as I am a Broodmother picker, I enjoy killing
Me
racks for
too.
20 minutes.
Me too. I'm a Broodmother player as well. The Broodmother casters out here. And that all just gets caught on the edge of the Meteor
Oh,
Hammer.
the oppressive double.
630
Imprison.
mana stolen. He's on nearly 3,000 mana on the OD. How much is...
Disgusting.
And Leshrac's only on 981. See, Leshrac loses a lot of his base mana pool, and that is really, really bad, because he uses his mana
That's
so
probably
quickly.
why his mana seems so low all the time. just
Yeah,
getting
maybe
nicked
that's
by
it.
the OD.
That's true. Rhyme goes back onto
Though-
the tree. Oh, he has gone for the Ag
I mean,
Shard. Reduces the cooldown to 0.1 from 0.4. Oh, no, reduces the cast point to 0.1
Indeed.
and the cooldown to 0.4. Nice spear.
This looks like the end.
Yep, it is for Miles.
Miles dead on no buyback. This is
Well,
this
yeah.
is the final push.
Negus coming in, 2 waves at the same time.
Yeah.
The evasion helping a little bit against Ollie. Out comes
Yeah.
Meteor Hammer hitting both towers at the same time. It also stuns the towers momentarily, which is another help. Now you lose the auras that come from the tower. Nat is going in. We have the Grimstroke ultimate
Oh,
onto
no,
Brex. We're
Wukong's
going
got
to
touched by
kill
Hex.
Brex as quickly as we can, but look at Ollie immediately King of 8 now. But Nat doing quite a lot of damage. He may actually kill Brex. Brex is going to go down. He could kill Doige as well, but it looks like Jude is about to kill Noodles, and the rest of the Radiant team have gone down, and that is going to be the full
Indeed.
team
There we
wipe.
go. GG.
There is a buyback from Nat, but I can't see Nat doing anything here, of course. 1 versus 4. He goes in looking for another solo kill. I actually thought Nat should have gone for his Aghanims this game. Because I
Oh
think
yes.
it could have been good.
Oh, it would be really good. It counters almost the entire lineup.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When the GG will go out, 39 minutes in. A very epic game that was 30 kills to 44, so 74 kills in total.
Very high pace game.
It was. Now, what we are
Indicative
doing
of the MMR.
is we are sticking to the same teams for game 2. So people want to do a best of 3. I didn't quite want to run a best of 3 today. I want to do it next week when I'm back with my proper setup and I'm not on my laptop with the countryside internet and all my settings tweaked down. So we are going to go into another lobby and we're going to run exactly the same teams for game 2. See if they can get their revenge.